is punter Ethan Evans going to send this one away. And we're underway from Kansas City. Here's Smith on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow! Underway! 15!
Mahomes starting off with a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives it up to the 24. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7. After 24 yards.
Here's the first carry from Christian McCaffrey. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Yellow!
1st down throw, Mahomes. They read that screen perfectly. Interception! And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 15!
Mahomes trying to get after the pit. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Underway! Hey, color! Yellow!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Yellow!
Back to the air, Mahomes. Throwing to the back of the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. first down from the 31. Throwing now off the play action. Complete now to the right side. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First carry now for Kyren Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
From the red zone now. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That's Cox, hits the rookie out of Stanford. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
He's still going at the 30. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Choke the ball himself for a big run.
Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Third down, it's Mahomes. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Setting up to throw. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. We're to the end of 1. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. They put a receiver in motion right. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Heads out on the bootleg. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
That's good for our Rams. First down. It's a gain of 10.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing it on 2nd down. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Ashton Gillotte driving in there for the stop.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hennessy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Wilson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain, and it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
First down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short pass brought in. Ooh, that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Gain is to the 27.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
Kate, if we weren't dealing with a little bit of wind out there, I'm not sure that kick has enough steam to make it. In track, they call that wind aided. In football, they call it 3 points.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Throwing on 2nd. Big strike here to Williams. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Screen here for Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
At their own 11-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Slot man motioned over. Airing it out to start this drive. Go to the right side. He's caught by Ferguson. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. He's dropping back to throw. Nakua here. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll throw it here on 1st. He put everything he had into this one. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They are throwing it again. He's trying to go deep again. It's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
A 43-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Passing
return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big play.
And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs drop the lead back to 13. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It's going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escapes out to the left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Breaks the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Here's the backup, first throw. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the third. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. It's a foot race. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams go up by 12. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throws this one deep down the right side. He's got it down the sideline. He's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
4 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 in the 11-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
43! 43! Line,
Working inside the red zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie!
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they forced this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Let's go on, 80! Nice hit!
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chiefs taking the lead some in the third. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. For Williams, running left. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back to throw. Screen here for Williams. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. After the play, officials calling for a stoppage here. We've got whistles, and it's for Kyren Williams. Looks like he is worse for the wear after that snap. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Working now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now they send their back in motion right. Again to throw on 2nd. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now a run here with Blake Corum. Oh, and he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 13-point lead. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And here he goes on the boot. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Mahomes. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Running the counter, Coro. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Rams up by a couple of scores as we look ahead to the 4th. And Brock, they are in control of that football. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Handoff down to the receiver. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's a tough one because you can see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Adams, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Get on 1st down with Coro. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Headed out right. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Back to throw. Here's Bennett. Got a man. That's Nakua. And Puka Nacua, touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. With this one, McCaffrey. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Rams going nickel here on 3rd down.
43!
To the air on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
First down.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. And he's got it, it's in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game.
Chiefs, 34.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, let's go!
We'll work against the blitz. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious gas. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st and goal, Corum. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs, 34.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Wilson with the return here. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's getting close. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack. Argo blue, lady.
To the air, Mahomes. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes second and 22. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Fourth and forever coming up.
Yellow. Argo blue, 15.
Desperation time here. Going deep here for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Slot man in motion right. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Second and 10 at the 40.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Gives it Corum from the gun. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Turn to Corum on third down. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get